After a failed last season, Real Madrid is going through big changes. After many veterans and head coach Carlo Ancelotti left the club, Florentino Perez has already made some transfers, including bringing in Xabi Alonso, who did a great job at Bayer Leverkusen. But as you can see, the rebuilding is not finished yet. After the Club World Cup, it's clear that Real Madrid still needs upgrades in some areas. And today's video is about Real Madrid, or should I say the new Real Madrid for the 2025-26 season. Before we start, subscribe to the channel. It helps us to make better and more exciting content for you. The players who should stay: Courtois, Lunin, Asensio, Rudiger, Fran Garcia, Fede Valverde, Arda Güler, Aurelien Tchouameni, Jude Bellingham, Kylian Mbappe, Rodrigo and Dani Carvajal. Thibaut Courtois is still in top form and can easily play at the highest level for 2 or 3 more years. Lunin is a good backup option. Raul Asensio should also stay because since last season he has shown a great promise. If we ignore few mistakes, in 1 or 2 years he could become one of the world's best defenders. Rudiger and Carvajal, despite their age, are still useful to the team. Why Fran Garcia and not Ferland Mendy? Because the Spanish defender is very hardworking. He may not make creative passes or unexpected decisions, but he can run for 90 minutes without stopping. And if Carreras is brought in, Fran Garcia would be a great backup option. Tchouameni, Bellingham, Valverde and Mbappe are Real Madrid's main stars, and Rodrigo. Real Madrid fans may not like this, but the team should sell Vinicius Jr. and keep Rodrigo. I'll explain why. After failing to win Ballon d'Or, Vinicius' performance dropped badly. Instead of memorable moments, we now see more conflicts. He's also not happy with his salary and wants to earn as much as Cristiano Ronaldo did at Real Madrid. But right now Vinicius is not playing at Ronaldo's level. If he's sold for 150 or 200 millions, that money could be used to buy 2 or 3 players who can strengthen the squad, keeping Mbappe and Rodrigo as the main attackers. Xabi Alonso also needs hardworking players like Rodrigo. Now let's move to the 2 positions that need strengthening: left back and central midfielder. Real Madrid has signed Trent Alexander-Arnold, securing right back position for years. Now they need a young and talented left back because last season's struggles were partly due to problems on the left side. Someone must stop Lamine Yamal this season. The next position is central midfield. Some may say Real Madrid has many midfielders and doesn't need more, but the club needs a player who can replace Modric. After Toni Kroos left in 2024 and Luka Modric in 2025, the team lacks a creative midfielder who can control the game. Jude Bellingham and Fede Valverde are great individual players, but they cannot yet play the role of a playmaker. Arda Güler is still young and inexperienced and cannot immediately fill Modric and Kroos' shoes. Now let's see which players can fill these positions. Players to sign: Alvaro Carreras, Alexis McAllister. Real Madrid already added Dean Huijsen, Franco Mastantuono and Trent Alexander-Arnold, strengthening central defense and right back. For the left back, Benfica's Spanish fullback Alvaro Carreras would fit perfectly into Alonso's tactics and Real Madrid's playing style. His price is 35 million euros, and considering Ferland Mendy and Fran Garcia's performances, left back upgrade should be the priority. Carreras has been performing at the highest level in the Champions League and the Portuguese League. Manchester United also shown interest, but the player prefers a move to Real Madrid. Now about McAllister. In my opinion, he's the only player who can replace Luka Modric for years. Yes, he's expensive. Liverpool will not accept offers below 100 million euros. But if he comes to Real Madrid, he could completely change Xabi Alonso's playing style. McAllister can play in any midfield position, delivers killer passes, and with just one pass he can confuse 4 defenders and create a one-on-one chance for Kylian Mbappe. If Liverpool agrees and McAllister joins, no one can stop Real Madrid. Now about players who already left or should be sold: Militao, Alaba, Vázquez, Modric, Vallejo, Ceballos, Endrick and Vinicius Jr. Modric, Vallejo and Lucas Vázquez will become free agents after the Club World Cup. Luka Modric and Lucas Vázquez are leaving due to age, while Vallejo is simply not needed by Xabi Alonso. Endrick could be loaned to a mid-table La Liga team because he won't be a starter at Real Madrid and might spend another season on the bench. There are 2 reasons to sell Dani Ceballos. First, his high salary, and the second is the development of Arda Güler and Nico Paz. His contract has 2 years left, and if possible, Real Madrid should sell him for 20 or 30 million euros. Militao and Alaba, both center backs, are struggling with injuries and have not regained their form. Alaba's contract is one of the top 5 highest paid in La Liga, earning more than 22 million euros per year. Even after returning from injury last season, he played poorly and did not earn Ancelotti's trust. The same goes for Militao, a player who torn his ACL twice will find it very hard to return to his older level. For reference, if a player tears his ACL, they can be out for up to 1 year, and recovery is very difficult. If an offer of 30 to 40 million euros comes, Real Madrid should sell him, because with Huijsen and Rudiger in form, Militao won't start anyway. Now the most important player, Vinicius Jr. Real Madrid fans might be angry, why sell our main star? Let me explain. After failing to win the Ballon d'Or, Vinicius' form has dropped terribly. Instead of great performances, we now see more conflicts and news about him refusing a contract extension. He also doesn't help much in defense, which is priority for Xabi Alonso. The answer to why keep Rodrigo and sell Vinicius is simple. Xabi Alonso needs hardworking players who run a lot. If Vinicius is sold for around 150 million euros, that money could be used to upgrade multiple positions. The squad for the next season. Now let's look at the possible formations. First option is classic 4-3-3. Almost nothing has changed from last season's lineup, except for some changes in defense. If Alvaro Carreras is signed, he and Trent Alexander-Arnold could provide great support in attack for Vinicius and Rodrigo. In this system, when the fullbacks attack, Tchouaméni drops back to form a back three with Rudiger and Huijsen. Second option is 3-5-4, more interesting and fits Xabi Alonso's style. In defense, we have Huijsen, Asensio and Rudiger. In the midfield, we have Carreras, Bellingham, Tchouaméni, Valverde and Trent. Vinicius and Mbappe are in offense. The advantage of this system is when Real Madrid attacks, they have only 3 defenders, allowing more focus on attack. When defending, they switch to 5 defenders. The only problem is finding players who can maintain this intensity for 90 minutes. This formation also suits Jude Bellingham perfectly. When he was in the Ballon d'Or top 3 in the 2024, he played in this position. As for rotation options, there are pretty good alternatives considering the tight schedule and key players' injury risks. Who will have a good season or bad season? Let me say right away, these predictions are based on players' current form. We don't want any player to have a bad season. On the one hand, Kylian Mbappe and Huijsen will likely be Real Madrid's brightest stars next season. Mbappe, after an unsuccessful first half of the season, has regained his form and will likely continue performing well. Huijsen could become a key player in Alonso's system, especially if they play with 3 defenders. He is precise with expected passes and often starts attacks. If he performs like this at Real Madrid, he could become one of the world's best center backs. On the other hand, Militao and Vinicius Jr. may not meet expectations. Militao just returned from an injury and needs time to regain his form. He may not even compete with Rudiger, Huijsen and Asensio for a starting spot in this Real Madrid. Vinicius Jr., if he continues his poor attitude, he could even lose his spot in the starting lineup. His La Liga stats are worrying. In the last 26 matches, from matchday 14 to 38, he only scored 3 goals and made 4 assists. If he doesn't improve, he could be benched. Guys, that's it for today's video. Share your thoughts about next season's Real Madrid in the comments. If you liked the video, please hit the like button and share it with your Real Madrid fan friends. Take care, see you next week.